A good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Wilson will throw again. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Red 160 Pittsburgh. Hayward.
One set, eyes up, one set.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watch twist. Twist. Bravo.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can capture.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it second down. Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score nothing. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
24 is the mark. Let's go. 24 is the mark.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Hey,
You don't want it. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Here's Jackson.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
what we got? What we got? What we got?
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready, ready, ready.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Pilot 64, weak. Team 6. 4.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
So we got man.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown! That's caught. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 10.
26, Mike.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Tight down. There you go.
24 is the mic.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's more. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Alpha.
Well, Mike 34. Mike 34.
Watch twist.
Now it's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
Rabbit.
Hey. Go.
Mike 34. Watch the run.
Mike 34.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Hey, check.
This is Smith with a grab. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
I'm going to run you over. 34's the mic. Bring it.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jimmy Graham as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
26.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches. And Jackson throwing once more. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
26 Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go, G.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check nickel. Hey.
Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is Harris. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And Graham on the grab. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer. Takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Push him back. Push him back.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, hey.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
You got nothing today. Hey, come on.
Jackson now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So the